Hey guys, Dr. Brian Wills coming live from Wills Chiropractic. Hope you're having a great day. It's beautiful. It's sun shining out. It's not quite as warm as we'd like, but I hope you guys are outside enjoying it. It's like day 278,000 of our home confinement. Hope you and your family are doing well. But I want to talk to you today about something different. So last month we kind of talked about the nervous system and how chiropractic kind of influences the nervous system, and that's what actually makes you heal and stay healthy. This month I want to talk about something that we're starting to see a lot in the office. So since we are confined to our homes and people are working from home a lot now, workstations at home aren't quite as ergonomically friendly as usually the ones you have at the office. So people are doing more laptop work, they're doing more computer work on a couch or in a chair, not even necessarily at a desk or on their phones. And one of the biggest things that we're seeing is a thing that has kind of been big now for a while, which is called tech neck. And basically that means is we spend an insane amount of time looking at our phones. And when we're looking at our phones, we're looking down like this. We don't bring our phones up to us, we look down at it. And anytime your head goes down, it automatically brings your shoulders forward as well, okay? So it decreases the curvature in your neck. But the main thing that it does is when you bring the head forward and push your shoulders forward, it really crunches in on the lungs. It does not allow our respiratory function to do what it's supposed to do. So one of the biggest causes of pneumonia is not being able to move air fully in and out of your lungs. That's why exercise is so important, because you need to be taking deep breaths and getting all the gunk and all the crap out of your lungs that's in there. And when we're spending more and more time like this, we can't take a deep breath in. So it leaves us way more susceptible to respiratory infection. Now, the reason I'm bringing that up is because right now we have a huge pandemic that's basically a big respiratory infection. So one of the things that we're not talking about, that we should be talking about, is posture. And I know that, again, a chiropractor talking about posture, everybody rolls their eyes at it, but it really does make a huge difference where your body is at. So again, if we have this slumped forward posture, we're at the computer all day, we're sitting watching TV all day, we're on our phone all day, we end up training our bodies to hold us like this. And it really decreases our lung capacity. We can't take a deep breath like we used to. We can't get enough oxygen when we're supposed to. We can't get this stuff out of our lungs. So one of the things that we need to do is open things up. I'm going to show you a little exercise a little bit later on that's going to kind of help that. The other thing that we're starting to notice more and more in the office, this is over the last couple of years, is on the back of your head, there's a little knob or a bump, and it's called your external occipital protuberance, or EOP for short. And it's a little bit of a bump on there, and you'll see it in the x-rays. But we're actually starting to see patients that have spent so much time, which, most people spend anywhere from, 800 to 1,400 hours, mind you, a year on your cell phone, looking down like this. Now, your head normally weighs about 12 pounds. If you go to about 60 degrees forward flexion, which is where most of us are at when we text, our head starts to weigh about 60 pounds. So the muscles in the back of our neck are trying like crazy to hold our head up, and they get overworked. Anytime those muscles get overworked and they get irritated or inflamed long enough, your body will start to lay calcium down in there. And we're actually starting to see on x-rays horns growing off the back of people's heads as the tendon of those muscles start to calcify. Now, obviously, that's not going to help you any at all. It's going to decrease flexibility of your neck, damage the function of the muscles, cause headaches, all kinds of crazy stuff like that. But we're really seeing this in kids. The teenagers, the young adults that have grown up their entire lives looking down base like this. Old people like me only had cell phones around here for the last 15, 20 years, so it's not quite as bad. But for our younger population, they're looking down all the time. So the one simple thing that I always tell people that we need to start doing is getting our heads to sit upwards and getting that curve to come back in our neck. Now, when we have babies, for those of you out there that have children, you know that one of the ways that we help build up neck muscles and build the curvature in the neck is do tummy time. And you probably heard me say this in videos before, that we need to start doing tummy time. So for my kids who are 6 and 8, if they're on their device, I make them lay on their stomach, whether it's on the floor or on their bed. And I even have adults do the same thing. If you're going to be on your phone for quite some time, either lay down flat on your back and prop your arms up so you can just look up like that, or lay on your stomach so it forces you to pull that head back and work on the muscles in the back there to get that curve to reestablish. all right? It'll also help this slumped forward posture as well. The other exercise that I wanted to show you is a very, very simple exercise. There's a muscle group called your rhomboid muscles that are in between your shoulder blades that basically stop you from doing this. Well, because we use those muscles so infrequently, they become really, really weak. So there's one simple little silly exercise you can do throughout the day to help strengthen those muscles up. Pull your shoulders back and pull your head back and get in the proper position. All you have to do, and I'm going to put my arms out like this, is just pretend that somebody has a finger or a pencil or a pen laying right on top of your spine, and you want to pinch that pencil or pen with your shoulder blades, and you want to pinch it as hard as you possibly can. So you're just pulling your shoulder blades back and trying to touch them together. And you're going to hold that for about 10 seconds. You're going to relax your arms out for a second, go back and hold it for 10 seconds, relax your arms out for a second, and then go back to hold it for 10 seconds. All right? That's 32 seconds of exercise. All right? It doesn't take very much, but it can absolutely change your life, change your susceptibility to respiratory infections just by opening your lungs up and allowing you to be able to use the full capacity of your lungs to get things moved in and out. Couple that with exercise, and you start to get real, real healthy. Now, here's the deal. That exercise, again, it's 32 seconds long. You're just pulling your shoulder blades back. You want to do that 8 to 10 times throughout the day. If you're not really sore in between your shoulder blades after the first couple days, you aren't pulling back hard enough. That's kind of an easy way to know what you're doing. You do the exercise for a couple weeks, I will guarantee you're going to have a lot less fatigue because you're not bending over like this. It's a lot harder to walk around. Plus, you're going to get more oxygen in your lungs. You're going to be have more energy. You're going to be taller probably. We have people tell us, I grew 2 inches, doc. Well, now you're just standing up basically is what's happening there. So doing that little simple exercise for the rhomboid muscles, doing some tummy time are 2 great ways not only help your posture, but help our lung function as well. And obviously in this day and age with the pandemic, that's one thing we want to do. So hope these tips were helpful for you. Have an excellent day, and we'll talk to you next week.